Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is a speaker and author of several books on relationships. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. You might not do better. Yeah. Oh, before I go any further, fellas, I've been kind of letting y'all come in here, but y'all need to be pulling back unless y'all add into the conversation. Seriously, guys. Seriously, I'm trying to be cool about it, but I want to get more of the women talking on here, and cause see some of y'all coming on here with some extra shit. So I'm like, okay, this don't have nothing to do with this conversation. Trust me, if you comment on one of my other channels, I see the question. Trust me, I see everything. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. Kind of fall back a little. Just a little, y'all. Just come on now. You don't have to comment on everything. I don't want this being dominated more by men than women. So anyway, you might not do better. Now, ladies, this is one of my tough love things. Uncle Rom got to do his tough love with y'all. And one of the things I hear a lot, because y'all tell your girlfriends this, you can do better. Yeah, I know y'all do it. Y'all tell your girlfriend, oh, girl, you can do better. Now, when a woman is in an abusive relationship, I'm in total agreement. She can do way better. Or the dude, definitely abuse. Any emotional abuse, physical abuse, any abuse, sexual abuse, any type of abuse, I'm in full agreement of that. You can do better. Even if you just get out the relationship, don't be with anybody, it's better than being in an abusive relationship. But, let's be real, ladies. Let's be real. A lot of times, y'all say that to one of your girlfriends, but the guy ain't that bad a guy. Now, he ain't perfect, but last time I looked, ain't nobody on this damn planet perfect. Nobody hitting on all your list. Shoot. Nobody hitting on everybody's list. Every single person knows somebody that there's something about them that they just have to choose to live with, but, they could do without. So nobody's perfect. But what I'm seeing with a lot of women will have a decent guy trying to get at them. And it's not even an ugly guy. I can get the ugly. Some of y'all be like, well, he ugly. I be talking to a lot of women. And they'll tell me some guy interested, and they's like, well, they'll find something minor about him. And it's not even his looks. They even say, well, no, he's attractive. And it might be, oh, no, he's pretty good in bed. It's all that. But then what happens is some women don't appreciate that. Or they got some girlfriends around them, which women should always watch their girlfriends if their girlfriends aren't in relationships. And a lot of times women will listen to that girlfriend who, done went through about 17 men or something like that, can't seem to settle. You're taking advice from her. And I'm like, And then they taking it, they might be with a good guy, but you know what? He might do something because, he's human. He may be, maybe he wasn't as romantic one day, Valentine's Day, the flowers weren't as big. He got that 6-inch bed. He ain't get that 48-inch bed. And it be something too, ladies, and y'all tell me this, I ain't making this up. Y'all the ones be telling me this. It be some like little tiny thing. And the women, y'all tell your girlfriend, girl, you can do better. But see, here's a funny thing. You might not be able to do better. Understand something. I think about it. I know this guy, and some people there might be some people who might know him. He posts a lot on Facebook. He's a very profound man, very interesting. He said he sat in on like some marriage counseling sessions. And he would look at the couple sometime, and he'd be thinking, he'd be like, look, y'all two need to work it out because nobody else going to put up with y'all bullshit. Y'all found the perfect person to put up with your bullshit. And see, a lot of times, and I've seen this happen a lot. In fact, I've probably discussed this theme several times because it keeps coming up. You'll get a woman, she'll get Mr. Right, she'll get a guy who's supporting her, who wants to satisfy her sexually, got something, but it be like some little tiny thing. Or he does something, and I don't care how good a friend, you're gonna be annoyed by a friend. They can be your best friend, family member. They gonna do something to annoy you. And you get the girlfriends who usually don't have their own man telling you, oh girl, you can do better. You can find someone better. And then, next thing you know, the woman, she break up with a perfectly good guy. Or roll from him. Man, in some extreme cases, divorce that perfectly good guy. All right, so she out there looking for something better. And this is never, I say the majority of the time, it works out for a woman if there's just pure incompatibility and arguments. And she usually does find someone better. She do. Because like I said, if you just get out that situation, you're already better. So, you know not to get in that abusive situation. You find somebody. Or it's just pure incompatibility. When I say pure, it's like, why'd y'all get married at first? Or why'd y'all get together at first? All right, I get those. But a lot of times the woman, you get the women, and I've talked to the women who've done that. They'll say, you know what, he really wasn't that bad. He was really very good. But they'll admit privately. A lot of women don't admit this publicly. Privately, it's like, damn, they messed up. They had Mr. Right, but, they either checked out some dude that they got them hot for a second, or they had women in their ear telling them, hey, I can, you can do better, but you can't. Now, I want you women to think about this. Women of all cultures, though it's like more pronounced in the black community, they say it in other communities too. There's a shortage of good men, so we already operating on a scarcity model. Now, if a woman get a decent man, I don't know how women would think, if you're going to promote the idea there's a shortage of men, that there's an automatic replacement. Something wrong. Something does not compute there. If you find one of those good guys who actually likes your ass, who actually want to put up with you, want to support you, but you up there think you're going to find somebody who do better, you usually don't. Now, like I said you might not. Yeah, there's always an exception, but usually those exceptions come when the man was just really bad. So anything's almost a step up. But usually a woman to have the perfect, they'll be like, well, he was a good husband. Oh, he was a good boyfriend. He a good father. Yeah, he actually ate the box. I'm like, well, what's the problem? And I know it's that spark. Y'all want that magic, that magic when you first meet somebody. But yeah, I've said that before on here. That's some bull. That's some high school shit. That's some little girl shit, really. It really is. It really is. Because you know what I see now? I see a lot of women older, and they wishing they get some maturity. And they like, wait, man, I had a good guy. I mean, sometimes they even go back to a guy they might not have kids with or something, but they look back at him and say, I should have got with him. And you just like, what? You sit there like, what? Why come why? Because you didn't think about it? In fact, I would tell some people, I would tell women, like, if the thought of you even rolling from that guy, first of all, talk to somebody who's been in a relationship for a while. Seriously. Talk with somebody who's been in a relationship, or at least been in that situation if they're not in a relationship. Talk to somebody first, think about it, breathe sometime. Y'all might have to work out. Hey, sometimes y'all might have to go on those separate vacations for a minute. Because, yeah, somebody going to get on your nerves or something if you deal with them long enough, no matter how much you love them. That's normal. But to think, oh, yeah, you can find something better, that's magical thinking. You might not. Because I'm going to tell you what. And I was telling a friend of mine this. Because he had met a woman who was basically everything. Who got him. And I said, but he was the type of guy who gets a lot of women, get a lot of attention from women. And I told him, I said, dude, you know how hard it is to find a woman who gets you? You know how hard that shit is? Don't let her go off some like little minor ass shit. Anything less than abuse you can work out. And this is what I'm telling to the ladies. It's like, don't be rolling from some guy just because you think you can get something better. if it's not abuse, unless it's just, look, if there was enough for y'all to get together the first time, that means there's enough for y'all to stay together. And, if there ain't no abuse, anything like that, and you're growing somewhat, because usually when I talk, it's like, there's no problems. It's just on some childish shit. Oh, I can get better. Okay, he's 6'1". I can get somebody 6'3". That's childish. And just to be clear, I tell men the same. I've told plenty of men the same thing. I say, don't roll. If you got a good woman supporting your shit, don't roll from just for some minor ass reason. Try to work that shit out as best as possible until it can't be worked out. So, ladies, I'm just being real with y'all. And like I said, I've told this to plenty of men. You might not do better. So, think about it. Don't use that as a reason to leave somebody perfectly good for you. So anyway, that's all I got, ladies. I'll talk to you later. Peace and blessings.